Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is the case of Cates versus G.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Ms. Cates, you opened your case today because a white lie you told resulted in the defendant denying your 2-year-old son, Messiah. You say you know the defendant is a good man, but he'll be a better father once the results are revealed. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. G, you say that the only reason the plaintiff is pinning the baby on you is because she knows you are a stand-up guy. However, in the case of Messiah's paternity, you will take a seat because you know you are not his father and you claim to know who is. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you are joined by your sister today. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Cates, I want to start with you. The defendant says he knows who your child's father is. Do you?
Yes, I do. And it's him, Kevin.
It ain't me.
So take me to the night you met Mr. G.
Okay. I was at the bar. We met through a mutual friend, and we just hit it off. When I seen him, I just thought that he was the most handsomest guy I ever seen on this word, but...
And so how soon after you met at the club did you start a sexual relationship?
That same night.
Oh, okay. So did you start to develop feelings for her?
Of course. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah. I fool with her. You know what I'm saying? She cool people. You know what I'm saying? But after I started seeing the signs, you know what I'm saying? It's just like... Cause them signs wasn't there at first. Like little text messages. She, you know what I'm saying? She see text messages in her phone or whatever,
you have
whatever.
Text messages in your phone too. Like girls be calling you too. Don't do that. Like
I'm
you
about to be
well
calling
known.
you,
You
bro.
well known where we from, and girls be all over you. Come on.
Yeah, that's why you
you
trying to pin that baby on me because I'm popping with this music stuff.
All right.
Oh.
All right, Kevin.
I'm hood famous.
All right,
you
whatever.
feel me? Like everybody in my city know me. You know what I'm saying?
You say you hood famous.
Yeah, and she just want a piece of that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why you
Something
think
she
she's
ain't
trying to pin the baby on you.
Yeah.
Because you
Yes,
hood
yes, ma'am.
famous.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you say you met her and you say you were getting to know her and you really liked her.
Yeah, I really liked it. We vibe. You know what I'm saying? We click. It was like I say, it was here. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And so you thought that she was feeling you the way you were feeling her, and you all had a connection, which meant you all weren't with other people.
Yes, correct.
And then you say you start to see signs.
Yes. Like, it was like, we'll be kicking it, but then, you know, phone start ringing, and I just keep seeing this, and I'm like, yo, why you ain't, you know what I'm saying, getting your phone? Because it's nothing, it's nobody. I want your undivided, you got my undivided attention, I want yours type, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But like right after she say that, she get up and take out to the bathroom with her phone.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, we all know that little rhythm.
Yeah, you feel me? That's old.
Right?
We don't do that no more.
So you started to suspect that she was with somebody else.
Yeah, plus sis told me that, you know what I'm saying, she be in the club turned. Like,
Your sister saw her with other men too?
Yes.
What did you see, Miss Burns?
And she'll be in the club with this guy, that guy, and it'd be too close for comfort. You're not finna be all in this guy every time I turn around, all in his face. It was more than just dancing and all the extra. It was more than that.
No, how you weren't there, so hush.
It was more than that,
That's not what happened. And if I'm at the club, I'm gonna dance, I'm gonna socialize, because that's what you do at the club. I'm not gonna stand and hold up the wall. I don't do that.
Wow,
But you all up on them, all
I'm not
like
all
this,
up
and all
on
hugging them. That's too close
sis.
to comfort.
No, sis.
You just met this guy, so you... No, I thought it was
sis.
dancing if you in the club.
So you felt like, Miss Burns, my brother's girlfriend is doing too much.
Too much.
And it doesn't look like a woman who's committed to my brother.
Okay, but when he goes to the club, he's turned. So I don't understand. Like I said, girls be all up in his face, be all up on him and everything.
He not the one pinning the baby on nobody.
big fat.
I don't need to, look. All right.
So,
Yeah, I got
Ms.
that.
Burns,
Whatever.
did you ever see Miss Cates out with any other man?
Several times.
Other than the club?
Plenty of times.
Here we go.
What did you
One
see?
time I went to the mall, she's sitting in the food court. No family member. So what you doing with this guy in the food court? Too close to comfort.
Who's the guy at the food court?
First off, it was a coworker. I can't eat no food with a coworker at the mall. Like, really? Like, you ODing right now. I can understand if we hugged up or something. Like, I can have male friends. I'm grown.
Sit across from each other, not side by side.
Side by side on the same side of the table.
Who was your coworker?
Kevin.
Oh my God.
So, Miss Cates, are you denying you were dating other men at the time? Are you denying it, or are you just admitting it?
I was seeing him and someone else at the same time.
Well, that's the white lie then.
Yeah, that's the white lie. I'm not denying that I was in a relationship with someone else and it was just that one person, but all this other me in the club flirting with this guy at the mall, hugged up with this guy, all of that, nah, that's a negative.
I ain't blind and I don't wear glasses.
All right.
So you were seeing somebody else?
Mm-hmm. I was in a relationship before I met him, and then I met him and I had to have him. Like, I just was attracted to him and I had to have him. And then the relationship I was in, I didn't really want to be in that relationship anymore. So that was the dilemma I had, so.
And so you're admitting in court today that you were having sex with two different men?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, that's what makes Paternity Doubts. If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. So, Mr. G, Miss Kate says she knows without a shadow of a doubt that you are her child's father. However, she says she was intimate with somebody else. Is that who you think her child's father is?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
So wait, I want to understand this. So how did you get away with sleeping with two men at the same time? How did you keep each of them?
Okay, I stayed 2 hours away from him. So that's how that happened. I guess I had the ball in my court where it was a 2-hour drive, so it's not like you had to call me before you come, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
the ball in your court, why you can't shoot?
What do you mean by that? You say if the ball's
I don't even know what he mean by that.
Because really, she trying to pin this baby on me.
I don't need to pin no baby on you. All right.
Shooting the wrong shot. You feel me? Like, I know that baby ain't mine. That baby don't look like me. You feel me? Then she messing around with all these dudes and all this
Who's
co-worker.
all these dudes? I won't messing with my co-worker.
Co-worker
We
though?
went to go eat.
So, Miss Cates, you admit, though, that there was another man. So why is it you are so certain Mr. G is the biological
I remember the
father?
night we made the baby. Like, I remember that night.
Lying.
What happened that night? You say you remember the night. What happened?
He, he's a local artist, so he took me to a party that, at the studio where they threw like a pool party, and we had fun that night. We went out, and even after we partied there, we went club hopping, and then it went down. The whole night. Like, that's when my baby was conceived.
And you know that because...
I know it in my heart. Like, I know the timing. Like, I'm just 100% sure. Like, I don't even know what to say to tell you.
Were you also still intimate with the other guy you were with?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's talking to me. She's not talking to you.
But you was, though. So keep it G.
Before that night, yes. But once that night hit, I wasn't talking to the other guy.
Man, she lying like that.
Were you using protection with the other guy?
Yes.
Is you serious?
And why do you seem so sure she's lying, Mr. G?
If we wasn't messing around with a condom, I know she wasn't messing with him with no condom. Yeah.
So you said you two weren't using condoms. Why would she be using them with the other guy?
Correct. That don't even add
Good
up.
question.
Don't even add up. You meet a person that you really don't even know. You let them smash the first night. No condom, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? But this
So
other
what
dude.
would be a
though,
difference?
You feel me? Like what's different? What's different from me and him?
Take me to the day you found out you were pregnant.
I was getting a regular checkup. I was at the hospital, and they was like, hey, you pregnant? I'm like, oh, I was shocked too. So I knew I was I got in contact with him. He was away at the time. And I told him, and he was just like, he wasn't really too excited, but he didn't deny it either. He was just like, well, he said, I know it's a possibility that it ain't mine.
You didn't contact the other guys, did you?
I'm not.
So wait, but that is a fair question. When you found out you were pregnant, you contacted Mr. G. Did you tell the other guy?
No, I didn't tell the other guy because he's the daddy. I didn't feel like I needed to tell the other guy. The other guy is non-existent right now.
Because once you had the magical fun night, you never slept with the other guy again.
Right.
Man, she lying.
You was there.
No way. There's just no way.
So Messiah's 2 years old now. What kind of relationship do you have with him, Mr. G?
I mean, it's all right relationship. Sometimes it's like we here, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
But most of the times it just be like I'm like, Saya, what's up? And he just be like, that's the type of looks he give me sometimes.
He's
you know
a baby.
Well, he probably, though, he
He's just a child.
senses. No, he senses Mr.
that ain't the daddy.
No,
what
he
it is.
senses.
It's
No,
not
he
genuine.
senses
That's
your
what it is.
hesitation towards
It ain't no
him.
That's
hesitation
right.
towards him.
So you don't have a hesitation.
Nah, for what?
So you think that you treat him just like he's your own son?
No.
Of course.
No.
His mother's saying that is
No,
not the
he
case.
does not. When I go to his family member's house, they got pictures of his other son. But they don't have pictures of mine. Social media, nothing. So it's
How does
not.
that make you feel when you see your child left out like that?
It hurts. It hurts. I mean, I understand it because they got doubts, but it hurts at the same time. That's why I'm here today, so we can clear the air and move on with our
But how we
lives. I just
supposed
want
to
to get
accept
this
something
over
that's not
with.
ours? We don't know if he ours.
Okay, but we about to find this out, sis.
Well, I'm be glad when we do. I got 13 nieces and nephews. So far as me accepting something that's not mine, I'm not finna do. My brother's a
Big
good
fact.
man. To pin something on him, that's not right. So until we find out, I'm not going to accept him.
Does Messiah call you daddy?
I mean, nah, not really. Sometimes.
Yeah, he do.
Sometimes. You can't listen to nothing she talking about. I'm telling you.
No, we can't listen to nothing
Trust
you're talking about.
She be lying. She's a compulsive liar.
That's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Then
Are
Are
that's-
you
that's
guys
what I'm
still
about.
together now? Are you two still dating, sleeping together now?
No,
No
but
way.
I want, you know what I'm saying? I want a family, and I want to deal with him. You know, I still have feelings for him, and I
Okay.
still
Lie to me again.
feel, I still feel the same way I felt, you know, when I seen him that day at the club. Like, it's still there.
So, Mr. G, if Messiah is your biological son, do you want to be in a relationship with Miss Cates? Do you want to continue trying to build a relationship?
I'm gonna keep it all the way real.
Please do.
If Messiah my son, then I want him to have his mother and his father there. So we gonna have to do something. You know what I'm saying? Even if we gotta, you know what I'm saying, take little parenting classes or whatever, whatever's gonna take, you know what I'm saying, to make this thing work, you know what I'm saying? It's for my boy, I got to. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man at the end of the day.
I love that you said parenting class.
Right.
I do.
What?
I really do, because there's nothing wrong with saying maybe we need a little help, a little instruction, figure out how to do this and do it right. Did you have your father in your life?
I didn't, and I don't want the same for him.
And when you think about not having your father in your life,
It hurt me. Hopeless. I ain't had nobody. That's how I felt. Like when I needed a male figure, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't had him. And I always think like, dang, you know what I'm saying? What I do? You feel me? Like, what did I do to not have my father there? You know what I'm saying? Like, why I gotta feel like this? Why I gotta feel so left out? You know what I'm saying? So I can't have him like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like our bond is not there. Like, I just gotta know. I just gotta figure out, I just gotta know what's going on. It just be messing with me. I really gotta know what's real, what's what. You know what I'm saying? And get it on out the way, and get it behind me. But this baby ain't mine, it's over for you. For real though. If he ain't mine, it's over.
We here for my son, so I'm just ready to get this over with, can clear the air and move on.
I think we're ready to get the results.
All right.
Jerome? These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Kate versus G, when it comes to 2-year-old Messiah Cates, it has been determined by this court. Mr. G, you are not the father.
Told you so.
I'm sorry, Mr. G. I'm very sorry. I can see that hurt to hear. Can you tell the court what you're feeling in this moment?
Betrayed. This Lord. I just feel like, dang, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good dude, man. I don't deserve that. You feel me? He don't deserve that either, though. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We can't rewind it, you feel me? I just move forward. I'm done with her though. I'ma still be a father to him though, regardless. I still feel he mine.
Miss Cates, you said you were 100% certain that you even knew the day Messiah was conceived and you had no doubt. You were adamant about that. Do you know where this other guy is?
I don't know. I'm gonna try to reach out and, yeah, I don't know.
If he needs to gain a level of certainty to be able to move forward and be the father Messiah needs him to be, this courtroom is here for you. I will say this respectfully, if there is another possibility, and it's not just the other guy, then I encourage you to do the soul searching necessary to get over whatever the shame of that is, so that you can just go ahead and make the calls you need to make so that your son can have a father, because you testified to earlier that you just want your son to have a dad.
Right.
We have counseling, we have resources for you both. Take advantage of it. We are here for Messiah. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
I wish you all the very best. Court is adjourned.